Alright guys, no more keeping you in suspense. The door's open, let's get a move on.
By the way, I wouldn't expect too many more hour-long episodes, so we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Square.
And I'm the Opinionator, and we finally got that door open. So is all hell about to break loose?
Right. Probably.
Here's hoping.
Okay, let's find the control room, quick. The path's gonna close up if we dick around here for too long. But it's just gonna be me and you for a bit if we run into any enemies. You good?
I got them all. They're toast.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be counting on you.
Actually, we really might kind of be in trouble, but we'll find out. Nothing around here. What is that, a fixed battle? Fixed battle.
Already? Hey, what do you want to do?
Why can't we fight it?
Hey.
Yeah, let's kick its butt.
Sorry.
Yo, you're gonna let us through right now.
By the way, that's a spiffy hat.
What happened to your neck, sir? Who are you? I see. That attire. You must be the thieves who dare threaten Lord Madarame. Time for a mini boss. Oh my god.
Cool! I love its ridiculous face.
Kind of looks like the critters from Critters.
System? You cannot go any further. You are trespassing on Lord Madarame's territory.
You're not really that intimidating once you start talking, you know?
You guys ain't got nothing on us. I'm more scared of screwing up and having On yell at me.
That's really the truth.
Security shadow, huh?
Oh, it's so cute.
And then you see like the snake head poking out the side.
Persona!
May as well get to it.
Let's start the weakness dance.
What? Huh?
Oh no.
That stinks, but oh well.
Hey, I'm the one that's supposed to be conflicting infusion. I said that completely wrong.
You're mine. This one.
Oh no.
Why are you doing this?
Persona!
Mother, is that you? I don't know what's going on. There we go.
Makane.
I swear to God, if you use any more of our rare items.
What's that? Use more of our rare items?
We need this crap, you idiot.
Okay, if you say so.
God dang.
Let's go.
I like how it's just dropping like a Acme 10-ton like weight on your head.
Okay, this is actually a little bit more challenging than I was expecting.
Yeah, especially since two of our main healers aren't here.
Like, this actually is a huge risk because that may get Yuji down.
Man, we were talking all kinds of stuff about this guy, but he's actually pretty tough.
Persona!
Son of a...
There we go.
We don't have any choice. Please do more of that.
Persona! All right.
You know, he looks familiar, but I can't remember which persona he was from for, because he didn't look like that.
This should do it.
Oh, God did it. You can't interrogate me. I'm a mini-boss. What? Oh, he used the curse.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'eha.
Please work.
It was even what it was resistant to. That
I
was
guess
great.
that worked. Alright, maybe the next one won't be quite so rough.
Phew. Things are real tough when it's just me and you.
Do you have something in your nose or something, Ben?
It'd be a pain in the ass if we got spotted again. Anyways, let's turn off that security system.
Takamaki-san, this is bad.
Okay, what the heck is in here? We've been predicting that Sayuri, the big painting that Madarame was known for and that Yusuke like found
Was
his calling as an
inspired by,
artist
yeah.
from. We've been assuming that was here.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not.
Are these the lights?
Of course it's here.
It has to be. It has to be. Oh my god, it's worse than we thought.
Well, it's a bunch of copies of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's different from the original. All paintings
I
like that.
suppose
All
so.
big paintings, you're going to have copies.
But why does he have them all?
Isn't this Sayuri?
He's making sure no one else has them.
Okay, you know, that's about the only reason it could be. Sometimes
Because what's
artists...
on that easel underneath the drop cloth behind them?
That would be the original.
Yeah.
If you guys remember, what had happened, or what we were told by Nakanohara, was that one of Madarame's old pupils had actually stolen Sayuri and then committed suicide.
Right.
Well, obviously Madarame got Sayuri back by hoarding them all up. He's trying to pretend that this person never existed.
Yes.
And, I mean, I'm still under the impression from my initial guess that this was Yusuke's mother.
Right.
Just because that's a common narrative technique.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
if that's true, then Madarame gathering up all these Sayuris would mean that he's kind of trying to erase the existence of this woman. Of his mother.
Yes.
Like, she left him, and so as revenge...
Yeah, I gotcha.
As revenge, he's taking her away from the world.
Yeah.
Kind of in the
that
way
makes
that
sense.
he can.
Why are there so many of them?
Yeah, that's just my guess, anyway.
I have no idea.
We've been pretty good at guessing so far.
Get out!
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Also, if you notice it over to the side, you can
There's
tell
some
there's
more.
more Sayuris, yeah.
Sensei, what is the meaning of this?
And An is like, I don't actually know anything about any of this, and I'm kind of going to be the third wheel, so I'm going to listen.
I'll just excuse myself.
I suppose I can't keep quiet now that you've seen this.
No,
I will instead have to kill you.
No, she can't just, like, leave. Do you think that she could just walk right by Madarame after this?
Truth be told, I'm in severe debt.
Really?
I handmade these Sayuri copies and have been selling them through a special connection of mine.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, that doesn't
That
seem...
expression.
Why?
The real Sayuri was stolen by one of my pupils long ago. I assume they begrudged my strictness.
Well, we know he's BSing here.
That
Yeah.
moment was quite a shock for me. Since then, I've been mired in a terrible artist block.
So incidentally, I kind of thought this a while back, and I think we even talked about it, but I don't think we did it in the middle of an episode.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure that the only painting the guy ever actually made was Sayuri.
Ah, yes. We have not talked about that in an episode yet.
Because of this distress, some of my pupils handed their ideas over to me from time to time.
And that seals it that we know it's BS.
Yusuke knows this. So
He's
I
explaining
suppose
it
he's having to say this for An's benefit.
Yes.
Because he could presumably get into trouble otherwise.
Yes.
An was invited here for an art
Yes.
project from Yusuke, so if she were to talk to the press about this, she would have some credibility.
Yes.
Because this doesn't, even though she kind of has been messing around, trying to get involved, or maybe harassing him about something like this, at the very least, she legitimately was here for an art thing. That's how she met Yusuke, etc., etc. So it makes her credible, which is really the whole point that I'm getting at.
Especially since there's a journalist looking into this sort of thing.
That's true. Talking to that journalist...
I knew I couldn't keep that up, so I attempted to recreate the Sayuri a number of times.
I wonder how hard it is for an artist to copy their work. Shouldn't it be well nigh impossible?
Yeah, because like your own natural motions and like it's really hard to keep your hand steady.
I mean, I don't really know anything about producing a painting, and I mean, neither do you.
Right. Well,
So
no,
I don't really know the mechanics of it.
like I took a few art classes, so I have very small familiarity, and I just know that when I try and paint the same thing twice, it does not freaking work.
However, it resulted in nothing more than replicas.
Not that my first draft was any good. Don't read into that.
That's when someone came to buy the paintings, knowing, well, they weren't original.
Well, that's fine. The artist actually does
Have the right,
have
yeah.
the right to reproduce his own work.
It's all my fault. I couldn't pay the price of being famous. As expectations for me rose, it reached a point where I had no choice but to keep making them.
Is he not getting any kind of money from all the other paintings that he has made?
He's either
And
saying
displayed?
that his lifestyle got out of hand compared to the amount of income that he actually got, or that he really could not handle any of the pressure of having the level of fame and thus expectations. See, if he just would have let it all go and not tried to rise to the expectations,
I see.
then he wouldn't be in this mess. But by trying to completely fill the persona of a shut up,
You said it, not me.
By trying to actually fulfill the persona of being like the world famous super artist that may have led to all of this. He may be telling the truth about that, or he still may be covering something up.
Yeah.
Or maybe both. Maybe they can both be true at the same time. We're about to find out.
Needed money to further your talents. Please forgive your cowardly teacher.
I still don't buy it.
Please, don't.
Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
Oh, she's gonna confront him head on?
Yes.
Man, go on!
If the original painting got stolen, how did you make copies of it?
Well, she had a thoughtful pose a few lines ago.
That's true. Well, I mean, he painted it in the first place.
Were you going to have
He painted it in the first place. Why couldn't he just look at a picture of it? Yusuke pulled one up on his phone. He's familiar with how he made it.
That's true. That's true. What if he didn't make it?
Well, I mean, and that's the original right there anyway.
Right.
I happened to find a finely detailed photograph of it in an art book.
I mean, he is obviously BSing, of course.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But
No, that makes sense. What you say makes sense.
I don't think that that's so far out.
So you managed to sell copies of a photo of the original? I'm not sure how this works, but...
I guess it's like I was saying before about how do you actually effectively copy your own thing that many times.
Yeah.
Don't people who buy paintings generally have a keen eye for the fine arts?
Yeah.
This sounds like a lie to me.
What would you know?
She really does sort of hold the cards, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But the question is does she realize it?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Something just doesn't feel right. Lady On!
She's probably intuitive enough to know something is wrong, but not smart enough to piece it together, maybe.
Well, she's on the right path.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Madarame is like, why is there a cat over there?
This one seems different.
Yes, it does.
Sayuri.
Wow.
Of course.
This is the real Sayuri.
Yusuke would know.
But you just said a moment ago that it was stolen.
That's a replica.
Oh my God, that face!
Woo!
No, it's nothing of the sort.
Now that we've actually caught him, we can actually find stuff out about this, because we as the players still know nothing about this circumstance. We don't really even know, other than the fact that he's apparently hurting people, we don't really know enough.
Any of the details.
Yeah.
This painting kept me going. It's the reason I made it this far. Sensei, don't tell me.
I had hypothesized that he kind of, like the student who stole it, so the story goes, he supposedly committed suicide. I was kind of thinking that this was like a murder thing.
Yeah, Madarame killed him to get it back.
Something like that.
It's fake. Yes, a counterfeit. I heard there was a counterfeit spreading around, so I bought it.
BS! If there was a counterfeit of Sayuri going around, that would also make the news.
So you're telling me the actual artist behind the painting bought a counterfeit? That's pushing it.
They really do, though. Get him out of circulation. But, I mean, of course that's BS.
Yeah.
And really, you have a good point, too.
Yeah.
You're lying, Sensei.
Ooh!
Please, just tell us the truth.
I've been with you so long, I can tell when you're lying.
At least Yusuke needs to hear the truth.
You too? I've reported you to my private security company.
What?
I had it set up to deal with some problematic paparazzi, but I never thought it'd come in so handy.
Oh, a private security company. Okay, I got it.
Please, wait. Let's talk about this.
Talk all you want to the police. That includes you, Yusuke.
So he just instantly throws him out.
Wow.
Turns on him like that. Huh. Well, we knew that he had no real affection for his students.
Yeah.
He views them as his property.
Uh-huh.
Lady On, let's run!
He knows that Yusuke won't be useful to him anymore.
Right, so just forget it. Let's get rid of him right now.
A cat!
Finally, somebody is actually surprised to see the cat!
There's no point. They'll be here within 2 minutes.
And they'll definitely be chasing the people who are running. This is actually bad.
This is really bad.
Takamaki-san!
If only she could escape somehow.
I know that you just want her to pull Yusuke into the metaverse, and I want that too, don't get me wrong, but you've been calling for it this whole time. Also, private security can't exactly
let's
charge
go.
someone with a crime.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's hurry up and get that shit shut off.
Let's do it! Oh God. Do we go that way, or do we go in that door?
Well, the door that's marked security is probably going to advance, so you want to interact with the statue first?
No, we'll be here soon enough.
That's
the actual
true.
dungeon, right?
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
The less I'm messing around,
The quicker we'll get through this.
yeah. I was expecting more than a single mini-boss, though.
All right.
Aw yeah, this is the room. So, which one's for the security?
Hit all the buttons! That will solve everything!
You want me to take my hammer and just start smashing the console? I'm sure something will break.
I kind of think that's not a bad idea, but I bet the game would tell us no. If
Aw.
Morgana would hear, he would say, no! So we
You're
probably...
right, I should wait till we come in with him so I can make him mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good call, good call. Disengaging security protocol.
Sweet! Now the lasers in the courtyard should be off for good,
It's funny how it actually works this way.
right?
Like, you have to hit a button in the Palace of their Cognition. Like, Morgana's explanation of the door being open makes perfect sense. But this is weird, but whatever, that's fine.
Well, that's mission complete. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's not just keep exploring the dungeon, let's just leave and waste another day.
No. As soon as we walk out, something's gonna happen.
Hey, who's there?
Whoa.
Crap, let's make a run for it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right.
Huh.
All right, looks like the security's totally off.
As simple as that, huh?
It's not like any of the shadows are gonna go in there and turn it back on by pushing a button.
Yeah, why doesn't that work? That's what I'm saying. Isn't that weird?
Let's get back and meet up with the others.
I mean, I'm fine with just like, yeah, whatever, it's a video game. Like, seriously, it doesn't really matter that much, but I still think it's weird.
right? I wonder if Morgana will explain it.
Now, are we actually gonna leave? I mean, I was
hope
actually
those two managed to get away.
I was expecting that you were right
Yeah.
about Shadow Madarame showing up. This would be the perfect time for it.
Yeah! He still might. Let's not... She did!
She really did, Billy!
Yes! Oh, did you see that? He
Wow!
caught her in midair and landed.
You're gonna be a natural Phantom Thief, Yusuke. Now let's have a very important talk.
Yeah! And Morgana's gonna let... I knew it! I
Yeah!
was in the middle of saying it!
Oh,
Morgana, you're a failure as a cat. You didn't land on your feet.
I thought I was gonna die.
But don't worry. The romantic Yusuke romantically saved you.
Hey, will you let go already?
I don't agree with that.
Oh no! I didn't mean to push him so hard. Are you okay? Wake up!
He's going to wake up and be like, I want to paint you wearing that.
No!
Who are you all?
Now, in all seriousness,
Yes.
it's time to have a little bit of a talk.
Calm down, Kitagawa-kun. It's me.
Just like how you've been wanting people to use the Metaverse app to drag nearby relevant characters
Yeah!
into the Metaverse, I have been wanting people to have a talk with these characters who have been drug in and say, this Metaverse,
Yeah.
you understand, we have stuff, you listen to us.
Yeah.
Not ignore.
Takamaki-san. That means you two are...
The Caveman Brigade!
I don't recall ever seeing this cat costume before, though.
No, it's the Caveman Inquisition, get it right.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Caveman Inquisition!
What is this place?
That's
We're inside Madarame's heart.
a pretty succinct way of putting it, I suppose.
Inside Sensei's heart? I'm sorry, Takamaki-san, but are you sure you're feeling okay?
After what you've just witnessed and experienced, are you really going to say that?
I suppose he's in denial right now by trying to ignore what he just found out about Madarame.
That makes sense.
Also...
Plus, it's really hard to just suddenly believe something that you just witnessed. So
I
the
suppose
shock-
so.
yeah.
I suppose you're right. I was going to say, if you look around at everybody here, you're the one who's different.
Yeah! One of these things is not like the other.
She ain't lying. This is what that bastard truly feels. He's nothing but a greed-filled money grubber.
Now that I look around at the construction here and see all of this moving light, it's really pretty artistic and beautiful. I always knew he had a truly good heart.
Enough of this rubbish!
Kitagawa-kun, didn't it cross your mind that something wasn't right about Madarame?
All the pupils leaving, one by one. The one saying that you really wanted to go too, the fact that he kept lying to you, and the fact that he ultimately threw you out and tried to get you prohibited from coming back on his property without so much as a how do you do?
That's...
Just accept it.
Or perhaps in a more relevant way, tell it to us so we understand.
You may not want to believe it, but this is another reality as viewed through Madarame's eyes. This is his true nature.
this repulsive world?
Oh.
Huh. I think it's kind of cool.
Just who are all of you?
Maybe from his artistic, sort of...
His own aesthetics?
His own aesthetics.
I mean, I guess it is sort of garish, but...
I guess you could say we're a group that changes the hearts of rotten crooks.
Here's a fan site!
If everything you say is true, then the sensei I know doesn't exist.
Well, the sensei you don't want... The sensei that you're looking at and want to see doesn't exist.
That's a really good way of putting it.
You gotta snap out of it.
Still, he has kept me safe these past 10 years. My gratitude for that won't just disappear.
Even though he just kicked you out?
You're gonna forgive him? At this rate, you'll...
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Well, Morgana, what's this about?
I'm trying to be rational about this, but my emotions are overwhelming me.
He's fighting off the awakening.
Maybe.
Sorry, but we don't have time to dawdle. The security level's gone through the roof. We need to get out of here at once.
I bet you're right.
He's refusing to accept it.
He's stifling the rebellion.
Yeah.
Putting it down, as it were.
Yeah. No, here, lean on my shoulder. I think that was better.
But why do I want to be nice to him?
Because we want him on our side. We're giving him aid after he's just been betrayed by his...
Okay, I guess you make a good
Look,
point.
I know it's fun to just crap all over him, but...
Alright, here, lean on my shoulder, big pansy.
No, it's all right.
Oh!
Yes!
We need to hurry out of here. That said, we have an amateur with us now. Let's try to avoid fighting as much as possible.
Avoiding fighting as much as possible, surely you jest.
But I gotta use all my resources.
Oh, Morgana's not in your party.
Why?
He must be protecting Yusuke.
That makes sense, but I bet what's really going to happen is that Yusuke is going to be awakening shortly.
Probably when he sees his painting.
And so that way there's space in the party.
How could this be?
So this is inside of Sensei's heart? A Fame museum such as this?
I mean, hate to break it to you, but... What are you doing?
Here we go.
I can feel it.
Oh,
Or
shit,
not.
I didn't think...
This painting. Do you recognize it? We were thinking these might be his past pupils or something. But why are there paintings of them here? Technically, those aren't actually paintings. They're the pupils themselves.
Madarame saw them as objects, so that's what they are in here. Oh, and, we found yours, too.
Dots. We'll talk more later. For now, let's get out of here. I can't help but notice that there's an enemy over on that side of the map.
There's a lot of enemies over on that side of the map. It's
Well-
almost as if he'll be getting his persona soon.
Yeah, we'll make it to the painting first.
The exit is right there.
Or we won't!
Here we go.
Who is it? What the?
What is on your head?
How Chinese.
Talk about bullshit clothes. First a king, now some kind of shogun.
If I can see it up close, anyway.
Welcome to the Museum of the Master Artist, Madarame.
Oh my god! That's a completely different type of personality than I was expecting. I guess. Well, then again, wouldn't it make sense for everyone to be grandiose in their
Yeah,
own
that's
palace?
kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
Huh? Sensei? Is that you? That attire?
It's ridiculous.
It's in such bad taste.
Disgusting.
This is all one big lie, isn't it?
My usual ragged attire is nothing but an act. Besides a famous person living in that shack, I have another home. Under a mistress's name, of course.
Of course. This is what's going to push him over the edge.
Yeah.
I was right, he did show up!
Yeah, you were. You finally got one. No, actually, you've been calling them all right here. There's some setup you got.
Don't make me laugh.
I think we've already heard you laugh.
Sayuri was stolen. Why was it in the storage room? And if you had the real one, why make copies? If it's really you, Sensei, please tell me.
Foolish child, you still don't see? Painting being stolen was just a false rumor I spread. It was all a perfectly calculated staging.
Like I thought.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Okay, that wasn't exactly what I thought, but him being involved in it in
Yeah.
a serious way and it being a lie is what I thought.
Didn't I say that earlier, that he faked it being stolen to raise its value?
I think you did, actually.
But I don't think I said it during an episode, though. It was one of our conversations, because we
Yeah.
talk about this stuff when we're not recording, obviously.
Let me see. How does this sound?
Ah, I see. Yes, that is like a ridiculously comically exaggerated shogun hairpiece thing.
It's like a palm tree.
I found the real painting, but it can't go public. You can have it for a special price, though.
Oh, I see.
So he has been selling them.
And that's why he tries to make himself look so ragged, so he can keep this up. And it's like he's using his influence to basically lie to every potential buyer.
Yeah.
Huh.
Still seems weird that you'd think if he was going out doling out Sayuri's that someone else would have, like, heard about it? Doesn't it seem like a little hard to keep on the hush-hush all the time?
I would think so, yes, but presumably since he sells them all through personal contact and as he's so big in the art world, that everybody that he talks to would be like, well, I've got the real one anyway.
Yeah!
I know because I trust Madarame because
Okay.
the things he said to me, and he's such a charming guy.
I see. Okay, yeah, that makes a
He's
lot of
my
sense.
friend.
Ha ha! How's that for preferential treatment? Art snobs will eat it up and pay good cash at that.
I like how he kind of sounds like a hick, the way he talks. Like it's not refined. He's like, art snobs will eat it up.
I suppose so.
Plus that constantly tilting his head up to look down at them.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
He's taking advantage of their own of the snobbery of
Yeah,
the art
yeah.
world, perhaps. And he's also like artificially creating demand and reducing supply, even though he's actually increasing the supply.
Ah, what a scumbag.
It's really dirty.
No.
But I mean, fundamentally, he's just bilking people.
Yeah.
I mean, what would happen if it came out is his reputation would be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there actually are laws about art, but I think that only applies to like classic art.
Why would it not apply to other forms of art?
Well, because modern copyright law would take care of that.
Ah, I see
like
what you're
laws,
saying.
like you can't just claim that what you have is a real Leonardo.
Ah, I see.
I'm not really an expert in something like that, so what he's doing may or may not be illegal, but it's
Well,
certainly
if he's
wrong.
making copies of his own painting, then that's not really lying.
That's what I'm saying.
I see.
Him representing it as the real one.
That's I mean, that's.
May not be illegal. Maybe
It's
it
still
is.
dirty, even
Yeah.
if it isn't illegal.
Exactly.
The worth of art is purely subjective. Thus, this is a legitimate business transaction.
Like we were sort of talking about. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not familiar enough with the law, but I think there's enough fudge room that you could consider it either way.
No, I doubt a brat like you would ever come up with such a brilliant scheme.
No, because he's a decent person,
Yeah,
presumably.
his purpose isn't to bilk people just for his own profit.
Yeah.
You keep going on and on about money this, money that.
His purpose is to threaten young women into getting naked for him.
No, I don't think that's it either.
I know.
No wonder you ended up with this disgusting museum.
You're supposed to be an artist, right? Aren't you ashamed of plagiarizing other people's work?
Art is nothing but a tool. A tool to gain money and fame.
This is why he has this so-called artist's block.
Yeah,
Because he's not an artist.
exactly.
He
I
may
probably
have-
didn't even make Sayuri.
I don't know, I bet he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe Sayuri made Sayuri.
Yeah.
Who knows? But if he did paint Sayuri, it's like he had the spark, and then like something happened and his innocence was lost, and then after that, no longer an artist.
He had the spark, and then he fed money to it. It became a raging inferno of consumption.
I don't know if that's really good or really stupid.
Let us know in the comments.
Could go either way.
You helped me greatly as well, Yusuke.
So he just views them as a money factory?
God,
Yep.
it pisses me off. That's your teacher.
But what about the people who believe in you? Who think you're a master artist?
You know, you should never really put all that much faith in any individual and any celebrity. I mean people that you don't personally know. Although I guess Yusuke kind of does. So never mind.
Way to not make a point.
Haha!
I'll tell you this alone, Yusuke. If you wish to succeed in this world, I'd advise you don't rise against me.
Because of course he has the power and
Just ruin
influence in
him,
the art
yeah.
world totally blacklisted.
Do you believe anyone could find success with my objection holding them down?
I like his other laugh better.
To think I was under the care of this wretched man.
Come
You
on.
thought I took you in out of the goodness in my heart? Plucking talented yet troubled artists allows me to find promising pupils and take their ideas. After all, it's much easier to steal the futures of children who can't fight back.
After all the discussion that we had about it,
Uh-huh.
the reason was just because it was easy?
Well, if you think about it,
No, I'm not saying... What I'm saying is that's much less calculating and much more pathetic and despicable. That the reason that he did it that way is just because it's easy.
well, it's like Kamoshida's reasoning was pretty petty too. That's the whole point.
Yeah, you're right.
These
You're right.
people are pathetic.
Very petty
Very petty.
when it comes right down to it.
I can't believe this.
I also like a cup of baby in the morning to help me wake up.
I will say that it's still hard to get as personally invested in this one. I mean, because it's not like we really know Yusuke all that well.
Yeah.
Livestock are killed for their hide and meat. This is no different, you fool.
Oh, that's gross!
But I tire of this little chat. It's time that I...
Get punched in the face!
Yes.
You are unforgivable.
Do it.
It doesn't matter who you are. I won't forgive you.
Standing up for himself. At this point, what it is how dare you use and abuse my love for art?
Yeah.
Like, him being an artist is his identity.
Yeah.
And Madarame has complete control over that and fed him lies in the first place to get him where he is. To control him and even to reject the very idea of being a creator.
Yeah.
So, Yusuke's obviously extremely pissed, and that is awesome, and I just kind of wish we could have been a little bit more emotionally involved personally, but so it goes.
So, you repay my keeping you around for all these years with ingratitude? You damn brat!
It doesn't work that way, man!
Yeah!
Then, dispose of these thieves!
Alright, Yusuke, you know what to do? Well, I guess you don't really know what to do.
Well, he's kind of already in the process of doing it, because he's not struggling anymore.
Get back!
How amusing.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
It seems the truth is stranger than fiction, huh?
Cold as ice.
Yeah.
Kitagawa-kun?
I wanted to believe it wasn't true. I had clouded my vision for so long.
We did know, here and there. He admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes were truly blind. Blind and unable to see the true self behind this one horrible man.
Have you finally come to your senses?
I love this.
Yeah, these are great.
How foolishly you averted your eyes from the truth.
I wonder what it's gonna be. Well, maybe Ishikawa Goemon, because...
From that aspect of yourself. Let us now forge a contract. I am thou. Thou art I.
What's it gonna be?
The world is filled with both beauty and vice.
Arrgh!
It's time you teach people which.
Yeah!
Very well.
Wow!
Goemon!
It really is Goemon.
Yes!
A breathtaking sight.
This is awesome!
Imitations they may be, but together they make a fine spectacle. Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish.
Okay, so did you see his sandals?
Yes, they were huge.
They look like puzzle pieces.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Who do you think you are? The price for your insolence will be death. Where are my guards? Kill them all!
The children who adored you as father. The prospects of your pupils.
He's wrecked so many lives.
How many did you trample upon? How many dreams did you exchange for riches?
And he did it just for money!
No matter what
Yeah.
it takes, I will bring you to justice!
You got this?
I am ready!
Ippon dattara, huh?
Oh, and Copa Tengus.
You are in the presence of Lord Madarame! On your knees, intruders!
All you gotta do is run over and shove him really hard. He's only got one leg, so he'll fall over.
I learned much from you, Madarame. In order to see authenticity, one must be dispassionately realistic.
Huh.
Cold as ice.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta take a moment. So he's got that. So Goemon. I was kind of disappointed in the library. Goemon was the next book that was already on offer, so it was like, oh, I guess the next persona is going to be Goemon, which was sort of a letdown.
A little bit. I like the axe blade on the end of his pipe.
Yeah, it's like a blade pipe, comically large, and you see the sort of puzzle piece.
Yeah, I
shape
see
for
it
the
now.
feet.
And like the freaking pompadour.
And the Japanese pompadour, which is the coolest thing ever.
With Goemon by my side, I can now ascertain your true self without any reservations.
So, you know, we've been kind of crapping on Yusuke, especially me. But the fact of the matter is, his character archetype is one that I usually really like.
Yeah.
It just seems like they always become my favorite character by default, which is one of the reasons that I've kind of been crapping on him, because I knew it'd be a complete 180.
Yeah,
but
that
we'll
makes
see.
sense.
We'll see. I suppose he's going to use ice just because nobody else does.
And he's also cool as ice.
Yep, there it is.
He's got a katana like sheathed in the eye stance.
Oh, that's awesome! God dang it! I'm trying not to like you a whole lot. Why you gotta be so dang cool? All right, we looked around for a minute because we've always got to take in a new character, and what I noticed is a foxtail. See it?
Oh yeah, he's got a fox mask too.
Right, so he's got like the kitsune thing going on.
Yeah.
So far, it seems that greater than 50% of the characters, 3 of the 5, have a tail. Isn't that interesting? What does it mean? Who knows?
I have no idea. What I do know is that I like how Goemon had that derp face. His eyes crossed, his jaw kind of off-center like a kabuki actor.
Yeah, like that super exaggerated kabuki thing. Plus, looks like Yusuke's gun.
It's an assault rifle. Aw, yeah.
I hate assault rifles. only
Can't use them.
because I'm terrible at them in shooters. The other thing I was going to say, I'm sure Yusuke's a bit lower level than everybody else, but looking at his hit points and SP and his initial skills,
yeah,
it kind of makes me wonder if he's actually a physical type.
That makes sense.
Instead of a magic type, which is maybe what I was expecting. I don't know. Anyway,
we do have 2 magic focus characters.
Yeah, so that I guess you're right.
You
So let's go.
out Ryuji, yeah.
Goemon, strike!
The enemy's down.
Let's go.
There's 1. There's 2.
The enemy's down.
Can't we only one more a certain amount of times though?
There's 3. What?
I thought we could only one more a certain number of times.
I have no idea what made you ever think that.
Yeah, I don't. Whoa! I love his little, like, poise when he uses magic.
This is my other self.
Okay, looking at his face right there, I don't think that you'd call that cold as ice, would you?
No!
Okay, this probably won't work, but it might. Didn't think
Worth
so.
a shot.
Just go crazy, man!
What? Oh, he hit so hard.
Oh god, that was awful!
It's Joker's turn next. He can media, or a diorama.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're gonna knock your attack down, thanks.
A little bit, yeah.
Let's go.
Humorously, I was actually using Ippon Datara. I have to do that.
Dang it, it's getting a turn. Why are they targeting on?
There we go, now you're down. Of course, now I'm afraid to actually use his physical move, because if he turns around and smacks somebody else, smacks Yusuke with
He has his strength
sledgehammer.
lowered though. He did lower his strength with on.
Ah, you're right.
How did you forget that? That was like 2 seconds ago.
Probably has crummy equipment.
Yeah, most likely. Is 1 to 3 physical or 1 light or 1 medium more important?
I was hoping I'd get him to forget.
It seems that lowering his attack was indeed the correct one.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to see if he might be weak to lightning or some other element.
Oh, I will. It's not going to be fire, not Ippon Datara. I'm pretty sure he was actually strong.
I've got sledgehammer too, punk!
I am thou.
You might as well just giant slice it. It's only 18 hit points.
Die!
No. Too scared.
Too scared. That's fair. You'll just whittle him down.
I mean, Yusuke is the cool brand new character and all,
Uh-huh.
but at the moment, he seems kind of weak.
That makes sense. He doesn't have the same kind of gear we do.
Exactly.
And his persona don't have as many abilities as we
Oh,
the
only
artists.
one? That sucks.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with the boss characters using those multi-hit moves. It usually only hits them once.
Eh.
Especially in 4. In 4, you just wanted to hit him with spells. The physicals just weren't as effective, at least in my experience.
That was completely the opposite experience as I had. No, I mean, I used the spells a lot, but I used physicals a lot too. I really just want Ippon Datara to get the points.
That's fair. Grind up on himself.
Go down.
Sort of, yeah.
I love the little stars that come off and the dinking noise it makes. The sledgehammer attack.
Prepare yourself.
Persona!
Now he should take effect, yeah, after Yuji.
Yeah, it's about to wear off. Is the problem?
Maybe you can kill him. Get a crit. Because Ryuji's known for getting crits and not missing.
Man, I really think I should actually heal Jiro.
Well, you got plenty of bandages, if nothing else.
No, that's not going to be enough.
Using this.
Using this.
Good call. I mean, he still would have had enough, but just barely.
Right.
It hasn't worn off yet.
I know.
Oh! What? Are you serious?
Yes, I know that because you've been playing... No, go ahead. Keep talking about Persona 4.
In Persona 4, when you debuff or buff someone, casting it again just had no effect. It didn't extend the timer like that. Man, I'm getting angry.
Ravage snap.
No, darn it.
Come on, Joker.
Persona. Goemon.
Oh,
You did it.
oh nice.
Excellent surprise critical Yusuke. Hey, wait, that means that we get to see Yusuke
Yes,
win
you're
streak.
right.
It was fun while it lasted. Goodbye. Yeah!
Oh, I love it.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
are.
that normally happens.
I wonder if we'll actually have access to Yusuke then. It seems like
see why not.
it seems like it'd be weird to not have him for the dungeon, you know, to
Yeah.
not be able to confront Madarame with him. We'll see.
Yusuke, you've just thrown your bright future down the drain.
Bright
Never
future.
had one with you.
The future of you taking all of his talent and taking credit for it yourself without letting him get any.
An interesting note, though. Kabushito was terrifying every time we fought back and defeated his boss.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he ran
calm
like a
and-
little pussy.
He's calm and, like, collected.
Well, he did take a couple of steps back,
Well, that's true.
but you are right.
I'll destroy every chance you've ever had of becoming an artist.
In fact, he's clearly just barely even phased and is just standing right up instead of running away screaming.
Yeah.
Madarame.
I guess the difference in experience of being an asshole.
Madarame is significantly older, has been an asshole for several more decades.
You'll forever rue the day you dared defy me.
Get back here.
And he just dismissively walks off,
Yeah.
like, forget you people.
Yeah.
Kitagawa-kun!
Why can't I move?
Shock!
Well, and Awakening of Personas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Listen, you're totally drained. You can't do much even if you wanted to.
Don't you know that every time after a story scene, it's time to leave the palace?
It's really annoying.
Disgrace I am.
Oh, well, I see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Come on, just listen to her.
You've known for quite some time, haven't you?
It's interesting that Madarame hasn't just upped the security all the way and sent all sorts of guards after him.
He was
they're
dismissive.
beneath. They're beneath his notice.
He just doesn't even care.
Yeah.
I'm no fool. Strange people have been coming by for years, and the plagiarism was an everyday affair. But who would want to admit that the man they owed their life to was doing such terrible things?
That's very true. I mean, the position he was in, he surely deeply respected him, even though he also knew about that.
Yeah. Poor
Why
guy.
didn't you leave, Kitagawa-kun?
Well, he is the one who painted the Sayuri. On top of that, I owe him a great debt.
You mean because he raised you?
I mean, he's basically his dad. Or possibly even literally.
Right.
I never knew my father. I was told my mother raised me by herself, but she died in an accident when I was 3. That's when Sensei took me in. I heard he helped my mother while she was still alive.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like I thought.
Uh-huh. Is that so?
Heard?
Maybe there's a reason Sayuri looks so, is so motivational to him.
Yeah, like I pointed out the moment it appeared. It
Yeah.
was just a random guess, but the more you think about it...
Our random guests are the best guests!
To be honest, I don't remember much about my mother either.
So Madarame is even the only family he's ever had.
Yeah.
I did everything I could for Sensei. I thought of him as a father. But he changed. think he would treat the Sayuri, the very foundation of his art, like that?
Just for money, you know?
I mean, he could have gotten rich and famous without resorting to that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. There's nothing wrong about wanting money. Everybody does.
Yeah, it's necessary.
Being obsessed with it is another thing entirely. But even if you are obsessed with it, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, is that really a problem?
No.
I mean, don't we all have some obsession in some way with something?
Yeah.
But it's when it becomes hurtful or makes you take hurtful actions, even just hurtful to yourself, not necessarily to others. That's when things become a problem.
Right.
But just like you said, he could have gotten money just without this.
Just like with Kamoshida.
Yeah, exactly.
Kamoshida could have gotten what he wanted without resorting to being a dill hole.
You're right. Kamoshida, we talked about that. Kamoshida could have gotten everything he wanted, almost in the amounts that he wanted, while still being a good person.
Yes.
It just shows that a lot of this stuff is even completely unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. And that's what makes it even worse.
That's what makes it evil.
Yes.
A lot's happened to you, huh?
When you had mentioned plagiarism, deep down, I knew you were right. That's why I so vehemently denied you. I was simply running from the truth. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was kind of being a blunt caveman anyway.
You are still a caveman.
Oh.
My opinion of you will probably not change.
Oh.
No worries.
Thank you.
I love his Elvis collar.
That is an Elvis collar.
I'm grateful for the chance to face what I have been denying all this time.
You're way too serious, man.
You should be dumb, just like the rest of us.
Oh my god, where's he going to live now?
Oh, that is a good question.
Oh, Jesus. And he still has to go to school, too. At a different school.
Right. Where is he going to live?
I'm sure we'll get to that, but oh my god.
Maybe, just like with Morgana, Jiro will come back. I found him. Can I keep him?
I don't think I approve of this behavior.
That's why you're always getting stuck in your own head. Look at me. I just go with the flow.
No
For
comment.
real.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
Well, you should come with us, and then you can, face down everything about yourself and
grow as a person.
Be in our party.
You can't help the fact that Madarame's gone and changed.
But what we can do is kick his ass.
I suppose it probably was Sayuri's death that changed him.
But we can change his heart. We'll make him pay for his crimes.
That reminds me. You mentioned something about that change of heart earlier.
Have you heard the rumors? The ones about the phantom thieves that steal hearts?
Don't tell me.
He does? He has heard of it?
Maybe he was that anonymous person that posted. That's
possible.
What they suspected?
Oh, no, that's bad. There we go. I guess Madarame was just like, maybe I actually better get rid of them.
We'll talk later. We need to scram.
When did my clothes change?
A lot of other things on your mind.
You just noticed that now?
You have no room to talk!
Everybody else has acted like this. At this point, you expect it. At least his isn't as drastic and as compromising as on.
Yeah.
Save it for after. Let's go.
Woohoo!
Hop, 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 hop.
I see. And because of that, this PE teacher's had a change of heart.
I gotta get him up to speed.
Yeah,
because
he doesn't go to their school.
Right.
Phantom thieves who steal hearts. To think they truly exist.
Okay,
Pretty cool, huh?
He couldn't have been the one who posted that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because otherwise he would have known about Kamoshida.
Must have been...
Also, he couldn't have even known about the website, or he would have known about Kamoshida. He can't even watch the news or read a paper, or he would have known about Kamoshida.
That's fair. Okay, alright, you got me.
We're right here in front of you. I'm tired of grandstanding, for goodness sake. Is it that hard to believe? After what you just saw?
Yes.
I believe you. There's no need for common sense to blind me after seeing a world like that.
Precisely.
So, your plan with Madarame-sensei, with Madarame, is to force a change of heart, correct?
Correct.
Let me join, as a member of the Phantom Thieves. Had I faced reality sooner, this may have been avoided.
Are you kidding? Welcome aboard!
You know, I may be surprised that he wanted to join so fast.
Really?
Well,
Just had his entire world upended.
No. I don't mean help out, but he actually said, let me join as a member of the Phantom Thieves. I mean, he doesn't really know them. Why is he suddenly wanting to attach him to them?
He has a history of gratitude towards people who help him.
Oh, you might be right about that. But, I mean, then of course there's the obvious reason, which is, of course they're coming with us.
I must put an end to this, for the sake of the others whose futures as artists were robbed as well.
How many of them did he know? He had to have known them all.
He did say, like, several people.
That is the most civil thing I can do for the man who was, in some manner, my father.
Yeah. It's kind of like a responsibility at this point.
Right.
Civil, huh?
Better to put him down yourself.
It's like An and Ryuji were the only ones who could have put down Kamoshida.
Yeah.
He's the only one who could put down Madarame.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds fine to me. We're gonna deal with Madarame anyways.
He may have a mental shutdown if we screw up. We have ways to prevent that, but they aren't fail-safe. Remember how we mentioned this on our way here?
I'm sorry, Talking Cat, but that's still a little hard to accept.
I suppose... we did draw quite a lot from Kamoshida about... Derp! Mouth broke! Am no word!
Mm-hmm.
We drew a lot of conclusions from Kamoshida that may have been premature. Like a lot of you guys have been telling us in the comments as we've been leading up to this point, there's still a lot about this whole process of stealing the heart and what happens that we don't know. Now, I'm glad to see that it's not so simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
So, I guess there's still a lot of stuff to be worried about. Because again, I don't really think it's right to just kill him.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all.
Madarame is a man who has the art world under his thumb. He has connections to many organizations. If someone like me raises my voice, it'll only be snubbed out. We have no option but this.
Kitagawa-kun.
Isn't it only right for Yusuke to show his gratitude by stopping this behavior?
Yes.
It's a deal then.
We have a new member in the Phantom Thieves now. I hope we get along, Yusuke.
You better not slow us down.
By the way, Yusuke, no more painting me nude. That's never going to happen ever.
I'll do my best.
Oh, and no nude paintings.
Yeah, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I gotta let you down easy. You just can't do that anymore.
So that was all a plan. That's quite daring, Takamaki-san.
And it worked, too.
Somehow.
It wasn't my idea. It was theirs.
That's right. The cavemen came up with it. What do you think now?
What else were we supposed to do? It's his fault for going on and on about the nude modeling thing.
Maybe not shout that while you're at a public restaurant.
I haven't given up on that yet, though.
Give it up.
Like that's the confidant events. You must help me convince An to pose nude.
That would be kind of awesome.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder what's going on with the real Madarame. Yusuke and I were in a pretty tight situation.
Actually, I contacted him before we came here. He believes that I continued pursuing Takamaki-san. And just as you all explained, it appears he knows nothing about his shadow.
What did he say?
He was complaining to the security company how they couldn't even catch one high school girl. However, he's still furious about it, and said that he's going to take legal action against everyone.
We don't know what to do with her. She just vanished into nothing, like she was transported to another world.
Don't give me that crap!
You're fired.
Talk about being completely on guard.
It's just not something that you see that often in games. The threat of lawsuits
Yeah.
over our heroes to shut them down.
Legal action? He's acting way too desperate.
Almost like you know some big secret of his or something.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it would fly, but then again, it might.
Maybe he still has more secrets.
If he were to act, it'd be after the exhibit is over. Any scandal during the show would be his loss.
How convenient.
Right when I think the talk about being a nude model is over, this happens?
We'll have to force a change of heart before then, if we're to dodge this legal action thing.
Whatever that is.
Looks like our plan must be accomplished while the exhibit is still open.
No, we got plenty of time.
That's true.
By the way, what is this?
You mean after telling him everything, you kind of neglected to talk about Morgana?
He might be referring to the Metaverse app?
Huh?
No, he doesn't have his phone.
A cat.
Just some random normal cat.
But it's talking.
You have a problem with that?
I like how he's not saying I'm not a cat.
Yeah, Morgana's just accepted it at this point.
No, not really.
Why not?
Ryuji!
It's just a cat. Okay, that's fine. Why is that fine?
He's just on a different wavelength than other people.
Do you wish to draw me? You better bring out the best of me in that case.
While you are adorable,
An adorable talking cat. There might be a future in this.
Hey, don't touch me like...
I understand that cat videos are very popular on the internet.
I was thinking of ordering some black bean jelly.
He was reaching out, but just hitting the service
Yeah,
button.
yeah.
I bet he got that idea from a black cat.
Oh! I didn't bring any money.
Was kind of rushed out of his house.
Never mind. He's just weird.
Okay, he fits in.
He's just like the rest of them.
Hey,
I hope you aren't up to no good.
Well, we might be getting sued soon. I mean, I might be getting everything's fine.
Don't forget, you're still under probation. Got that? One misstep and you're finished.
But civil action isn't the same as criminal action, sir.
I don't care.
No good?
No, no, no.
What's wrong about changing the hearts of criminals? We're doing the right thing.
Legal action? This ain't funny.
Like, seriously. Law is boring by default, right? Actually, I think it's pretty interesting, but anyway. Why?
Like, subjectively, it just isn't a really good joke. I mean, if the police hear about this, they'll totally get in touch with the school.
Oh, I guess you're right, actually. Subjectively, it isn't a very good joke.
We'll get expelled for sure this time.
School would be the least of our worries. We'd end up arrested. Unlawful entry, defamation.
Guess that means we really can't afford to F it up this time.
Yeah, from here on out is what really matters. Let's do it!
Hey,
He just needs to change his heart before he presses charges. Try to focus on that problem for now. Alright, so I understand that we said, probably not gonna do an hour-long episode, and here's an hour-long episode. We can't do anything right!